Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome to a brand new video in which we're going to talk about a new project called ACESTARTER. Now this is a launchpad that is going to give crypto investors good ROI on their investments into the new projects, but it is not just a launchpad, not just a usual launchpad that we have in our minds. They have come up with this unique model that we're going to discuss, and we're going to talk about what makes it not just a launchpad, what's different. So we'll be revealing that in this video. We'll be talking about this in detail, and they are going to have IDO. The whitelist is currently open for their own A-star token. So the IDO is very soon, and we'll be talking about how you're going to register on it. You don't really have a lot of time left to it, so make sure that you do your own investigation research early. I am going to give you guys all the links, so that'll help you guys out. And basically, yeah, just know that this is not a financial advice. Always do your own investigation research. I'm going to give you guys all the links in the description that'll help you out. And with this being said, let's get straight into the project. Now, here we are at the official website of ACESTARTER. Now, in the intro, we said that this is a Launchpad project, but it's not a usual Launchpad project. And we said that we are going to learn what makes it so. What makes it different from other Launchpad projects. We have seen different Launchpad projects before. The whole purpose of them is to connect potential investors to the project owners, to help raise capital, to help place their IDOs or IGOs. But what different is going to happen in this one is that they have came up with this unique Fairlaunch model. So in other projects, in other launchpads, we see that they offer, there's no cap to allocations. So there's possibility that if someone have the capacity to invest more, they can get a very higher allocation, which of course makes things unfair for the small investors. So what they're going to do is they have came up with this subscription model that the users will have to subscribe to this, the subscription, and then they can take part in the allocation, which will be fixed, which will be same for every investor. So what's going to happen is they're going to pay for the subscription. There will be a fixed amount in the USDT, but it will be paid in the A-star token. And they have to implement other mechanisms to ensure the smooth, I would say feasibility of this whole procedure. And that includes the first come first serve basis. So these will have to be implemented to make sure that it remains, fair. And the fundraising of the ACESTARTER will work in a hybrid model, which basically means that the token price in the VC round and on the IDO will be the same, which will be based on the listing price. So the listing price will be based on this. It raises a small initial capital that will be only like 1/4 or 1/5 compared to other models. The attended effect in this, by doing so, is to minimize sudden price swings and to prevent any investor from taking advantage over others. So as you can see, all of their effort, the emphasis is being put in making it fair. And that's why this is being called the Fairlaunch model. And that's what makes this launchpad different from the other projects, from the other Launchpad projects. And one other thing is that you may have noticed that they have put this, they've chosen this area or the genre of gaming projects, which of course they know they have high potential. They know that the whole crypto market is filled with these projects, and they have more chances of getting success. There are more projects that are in need of IDOs. So I think they've chosen a really strong area. Now we're going to get more information about it. We're also going to take a look at them. We're also going to take a look at their app, and we will also talk about their whitelist, because you don't have a lot of time left to it. So it's better that if we, get into it first. A must-have entrance for worldwide gaming multi-chain projects and the best ROI launchpad for crypto investors. Now this is the roadmap and the Tokenomics. ACESTARTER is the next generation launchpad that curates and launches world-class crypto projects on a global scale. based on a community-centric model demonstrated by a fair launch of its very own token, because they're going to have the whitelist or and the IDO of their very own token. ACEStarter aims to fairly distribute investment opportunities to investors with even the smallest budgets by aligning the incentives and contributions with the projects they back. So in this, they're not going to give more importance to the big investors. They want to make everything safe, that they give importance to the small investors too, and that's why we have seen this entire model. So if we talk about the pre-mint tokens, there's like 120 million. Seed round, there's 50 million. IDO 50 million. Liquidity 20 million. And this is the price. As we talked about in the model, the seed round IDO, it has the same price over here. 100% unlock at the token generation event for both of these. And there's the whole distribution. So 31% stake and farming, 15% team, 10% advisors, 10% foundation, 15% liquidity, 10% marketing, and 9% ecosystem development. Mining and mechanism will be based on differences between demand and supply of previous day on decentralized exchange transactions. And now here we have the complete team, which is, as you can see, is doxed, which is another thing that ensures that the project is safe. And these are the backers and investors and the crypto projects. Now, not only that they had the Fairlaunch model, but this is what I like to say, they had the win-win model. So we have three different kinds of, I would say, people. First is the investors, Launchpad, and then we have project owners that place their IDOs or IGOs on the Launchpad, and then we have small budget investors. So how do all of these things, all of these three win? So for Launchpad investors, easy to approach new and qualified projects, opportunity to join private sales, attract small crypto investors. This is how the investors, the Launchpad, they win. In case of project owners, they approach more token holders, so they get more potential investors, and there's more advocates for projects, so that they can share it with other people, and it brings exposure to the project. And then we have small budgeted investors. How do they win? They have the opportunity to participate in IDO project with small budgets based on their subscription model, which is completely fair, and they get high return on investment, high ROI on those projects. And this is how all these three win. And this is how the whole ACEStarter ecosystem is comprised of. So we have private sale and IDO Launchpad. So we have IDO INO Launchpad, initial market offerings, farms and pools, GameFi Zone, ACEStarter Ventures. And this is their Fairlaunch model explanation of all these things. So implementation of ACEStarter Fairlaunch model. What makes ACEStarter special? Number one, we have the implementation of ACEStarter Fairlaunch model. And then we have all-in-one fundraising methods for crypto projects, including IDO, IGO, private crowd sales, and IMO initial market offerings. So there's like different fundraising methods. And then they have flexibility to join in any deals, and then access to blockchain games on Chainverse platform. So this is what makes this special. And there's explanation of the Fairlaunch model, that everyone can participate in equal footing. Guaranteed round or IDO has same price, just is based on this subscription. 100% tokens unlock at token generation event, and there's no vesting. Guaranteed rounds name and address will be transparent to community, and there's weekly financial report. Avoid pump and dump situations. We already have talked about how they're planning, how they are doing this. Basically, again, this is one of the perks of the Fairlaunch model and subscription method. And then benefits are based on actual and long-term business. And this is the Launchpad model, which explains the entire flow for the blockchain games and crypto investors and key opinion leaders. This is the revenue model, the use case of the ACEStarter token, for which the whitelist is currently live and you don't have much time left to it. So where it is going to be used, you can see there's a lot of ways and a lot of different areas where it will be used and which will be empowered eventually. So we have service fee model on fundraising, community building, and user acquisition. It'll be used in subscription fee on token claim, because we talked about that in order to subscribe, they have to pay in USDT, which is going to be fixed, but you pay for it in the ACEStarter token. And then transaction fee on marketplace and exchange, and token growth of invested projects. And this is how it basically works. It says we commit to use a part of profit for buyback of ACEStarter, which again is going to be another thing to push the price up of the ACEStarter token. And this was the whole, revenue model in case of use case: locking for IGO participation, farmings and staking, play mini games in GameFi zone, and then NFT marketplace, auto claimed service subscription. And we already have talked about the allocation, and this is their roadmap, which we actually have right here. But before we talk about this, make sure that you join their whitelist, apply for the whitelist. You don't have much time left to it, and the project is amazing. It's outstanding, and we have seen all the models, what makes it amazing, what makes it different. So make sure that you do not miss this. Take part in the whitelist, which is right here. Again, you don't have a lot of time left to it. They're going to collect information from this 5 March to about like 13 March, and currently it is 12 March. They're going to announce the whitelist winner on the 14th March, and the IDO they'll be able to join the IDO of the ACESTARTER on 15th of March. So make sure that you do not miss this amazing opportunity. This is their app, so you can basically connect your wallet here, and everything will be really smooth from here. So you can see investment deals from here, buy IDO NFT in different chains. You have pools, so you can stake liquidity pool to earn, and then you have a shop that you can buy guaranteed tickets and more. And then there's the play to earn, and then there is swap, their very own swap. So now in quarter 4 of this is past. So in the quarter 2, coin market cap listing, KYC enabled, IDO on different launchpads, IGO launchpad and marketplace, main functions, and GameFi zone with different mini games and decentralized exchanges, centralized exchange listings, incubate more potential projects. And then in the quarter 2, GameFi zone phase 2 with different mini games, NFT lending, borrowing marketplace, ACESTARTER native apps, centralized exchange listings, incubate more potential projects. And of course, they will be renewing this further. And we already have talked about the tokenomics. It's on the Binance Smart Chain, BB20 token. In total, we have 1 billion A-star token. The ticker is A-star. It says staking token rewards, staking allocation rewards, staking liquidity pools, and gamification activities. We already have talked about all the utilities, revenues, and use case models, and every single thing where it is going to be used. So I think we have given a lot of information, and we have complete information about this project. Make sure that you join all their social media. I'm going to give you guys all the links in the description, so make sure that you check it out and you do not miss this amazing opportunity. And I'll see you guys in the next video shortly. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.